So on the day we get the DLC announcement, we got a few mods as well. Cue the music. So first up is House with Pool. This is by Fritz, 29.57 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under houses. Now, yeah, the name sort of gives it away. It's a house with a pool. Now, I would suggest not placing it down in free mode. I'll show you what I mean. We'll spin it around like that. There we are. So if we then toggle free mode on and place it down, yeah, we don't get a pool anymore. Right, just bear that in mind. But also bear in mind, if we place it down normal, like that, you know, you get a pool, great. If you then come to sell it, you're going to end up with a big hole in the ground. So just bear that in mind as well. But this is a nice house. I'm not quite sure why you want to sell it, but, you know, let's have a little jump in the pool. Oh, there we are. It's even got the water ripple effect. That's ace. I like that. Can we get out? No, we've got to use the steps. All right, fair enough. Right, so once we're out the pool, come round here. Got a bit of a barbecue area on the go. With like a little pizza oven. That is looking all right. And then we can go inside. Yeah, and like that. And we got a little bit of a kitchen area. Got this sliding patio door over there as well. Then we'll come and open up this door. We'll go in here to the right. We can open up that door. You got a bedroom. There's your sleep trigger just there. And we'll come down the hallway. We've got all these doors that open as well. So a little twin room, is it called? 2 single beds in there. Go open up that door. There's your toilet. And to be fair, when I first saw that, I thought, oh, that sink's dirty. It's not. It's actually a marble sink. All right, fair enough. You can come in there. Can we get in the shower? No, we can't. We can turn the light on, though. All right, fair enough. We'll come out of there and we'll go into this door. There we are. And your wardrobe trigger is by the wardrobe. Yeah, I like this house. I mean, obviously, you know, we do have some houses that we can't go in. And depending on your point of view, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. But if it adds to the whole immersiveness of it all, we can go in your house. That's awesome. Plus, we can have a little splash in the pool. Oh, why not? And next up is Small Manure Heap. This is by Fun Camel Daisy. 0.1 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under silos. Now, when you first buy this and get it out, obviously it's empty. Because you are going to need to put it in the vicinity of some cows. But what this does is obviously it's a little silo for your manure. So I had a cow barn just here. Ran it for a month and, you know, it filled it up. Jobs are good. And so this does add into the whole immersiveness of it all. So if you haven't got a manure heap on your cow barn, you could put one of these inside, then have to go and facilitate cleaning them out. Oh, that is all right. And next up is Farm Skip. This is by Deere Modding, 3.68 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, well, I say as you can imagine, it's going to be found on the sell points anyway, so it's going to cost you £1,000, but it's a sell point with a difference. Now, if you used to ever live in the UK, visit the UK, you may have seen these outside someone's house. You know, they've got a load of junk to get rid of, and, you know, you rent a skip, you get a company, come and take it away, jobs are good. So that's what this is all about. Now, you can sell, I'm going to say that in inverted commas, everything apart from wood. So you go like this, you go and get your pallet, you then go and chuck it in the top, and it gets rid of it for you. You're not going to get paid for it, so you see there, 0 sold products. So it is just to get rid of your stuff, your junk situation, which probably would be in real life, which is what skips generally are. You don't get paid for them, you actually do have to pay for the skip, which you will get charged as well, daily upkeep of 500. So that's exactly like a skip in real life. Oh, that's ace. Right, next up is Production Pack. This is by TWF Team Hana, 3.87 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find both of these, as you can imagine, under production chains. Now, I've got 2 different versions. We've got one for making a bit of lime, filled 45 grand, and I put my teeth in, and then one for doing a bit of chopped sugar beet, 55 grand. Now, these are very interesting, because obviously this one's your lime one, so you chuck your stones in there, and you get your pallets of lime out the front. Great, no problem. We'll come over there. So there you are. So you got your lime, stone, jobs are good, no worries. Now, potentially you've got a taken out point of loose stuff there. So obviously 2 pallets worth of storage at the front. You can take the rest out of that one, no problem. And over on this one, you need to put water in and then your sugar beets in there, and then you go to production chain menu. So it's going to be water and sugar beets in. Obviously, you're going to get stones and sugar beet cut out. Now we've got pallets of sugar beet cut here. Can we pick them up? Oh, yes, we can. That's all right. And then to get your stones out of it, you're going to be coming over to this pipe here. Job's a good one. All right, fair enough. Right, next up is cold room storage. This is by VGL Modding, 8.83 megabyte in the download, and you're going to find it under silos. Now, it comes with those solar panels on the roof as standard. There is no customization options. It doesn't say anything about getting any income from it, so maybe they're just there for decoration. But what it does do is hold 200 pieces, 200 bales, 200 pallets. Job's a good one. Now, I've placed this round the wrong way. I suppose it all depends on which way your farm's facing, but you come around here like this. There we are. So first off, we've got a light switch just here, so turn the lights on. Inside as well, you can see it creeping through. Then you've got your door that opens up like that. There we are. And then inside is going to be your pallet storage. So obviously you come over here. That's your taking out point. So we take that one pallet of cereal out. It's going to put it out the front. And if you wanted to chuck your stuff in, yeah, I will grab that. And just chuck it in the front like that. Job's a good one. Alright, fair enough. I like the old concept of it. You know, you'd normally keep stuff in cold storage. Probably not cereal like I put in there, but I like it. Very nice. Right, next up is large haul with heavy duty shelving. This is by Razek, 6.93 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under silos. Now, we do have some customization options. So if we click it out like that, there we are. I can put some solar panels on the roof. And then you can also change the colour of the walls if you so see fit. Now, this is going to hold 1,000 pieces. And there's, well, let's face it, there's doors all sides. On all sides you can get in, no problem. So open up that door like that. Your loading in point for your pallets is just here. And you have got the old turn the shed lights on all the way into the shed as well. And we come over here and we've got our taking out point of pallets just there. Now I have got a, I got a pallet of cereal just there, so we take that out like that. That's then going to come and put itself here. And obviously it'll fill up. So the more you put in, obviously the more the racks get filled, which is all right indeed. I mean, I've just put it straight back in. Didn't even have to move it like an inch. Boom, straight in over there. We've got plenty of doors on the go. We've got man door here. We've got big door here. Big door the other end. So drive-through options on the go, no problem. I like that. 1,000 pieces. That is definitely one for the roleplay. But because that is looking all right. Well, next up is Garage with Shed. This is by ICAS, 6.57 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under sheds. Now, you do have the option of customization on this one to change the colour. So we'll go, actually, you know what, we'll go for bright red so it stands out. There you are. That's going to change the roof and the doors as well. Job's a good one. And you've got a little bit of a lean-to, carport, that sort of thing on the one end. And we'll come over here and we've got these doors that open up like that. There we are. And then once you're inside, plenty of space to be storing your stuff. Alright, fair enough. I mean, don't get me wrong. Shed's a shed, but that's all right. I mean, you got like the detail there. You got like the paint coming off the wall. That is looking alright. I mean, ICAS does some nice sheds, I must admit. Right, next up is Garage with Large Windows. This is by Patty and ICAS, 3.27 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under sheds. Now, as you can imagine from stuff from ICAS and Patty, you do get some customization options. So you can have some solar panels on the roof if you want to, and then you can change the colour to anything on there. It's going to do the walls. Right, fair enough. So you got it placed down. Job's a good one. We've got these doors that open up like that. And once you're inside, plenty of space. We've got a drive-through option on the go down there as well, which is all right. And then we're going to come back out. We can open this door. There we are, because around here, door number 3 is where you got your large windows. So this potentially would be like a wash bay. Bring a jet wash in there, that sort of thing. And then if you're doing some work for some other people, they could watch your vehicle being washed. All right, fair enough. Next up is Chicken Coop Br. This is by Fritz, 17.49 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under chickens. Now, it's going to cost you 79 grand to place down, and it's going to hold 2,000 bargain buckets, which is all right indeed. So you've got your loading in point for your food just there. As you can see, you've got your pallet spawn point just there. Animal dialogue boxes just there, so 2,000, no problem. Then you're going to come into this door. We'll open this up like that. There we are. Then come around here like that. Got a little bit of a shed. Turn the lights on just there. Now, you come over to these. Actually, do you know what? Shut the door behind us. Don't want those bargain buckets running away. you have the option then, turn on exhaust fans. B. Fair enough. Get a bit of ventilation on the go. Now you've got exactly the same thing down the other end. You come in and turn them on, no problem. There we are, turn the fans on, get a bit of air blowing through. Oh, that is ace indeed. I mean, I've got 1,000 chickens in here. Doesn't seem to be 1,000, but all right, we'll carry on. And also, if you want to get a bit more ventilation on the go, come over to this little black box here. This little handle, open tarpaulins. B. There we are. There's something out the Thunderbirds. Fair enough. That's it. They might as well be out in the open at this point. I mean, you've got your air blowing through. You've got your side openings. That's an ace chicken shed. I do like that. Next up is Modern Cow Barn. This is by PXLR, 24.18 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it, as you can imagine, under cows. And it's going to cost you 514,000 and a bit of change. So they're going to hold 50. There's no option to expand the pasture because there isn't one, let's face it. Now you come over here like this, you've got these doors that open up, no problem. Go see your cows. Great, there they are, having a bit of a munch. And you've got this door as well that you can open up. You know, you can still see them again. All right, just breezing past the wall, no problem. Then you've got this door that opens up like that. And in here is going to be your drive-through option. So your food goes into here. Now, I didn't get the option to unload a trailer with straw. I had to use a straw blower to get that in. So, all right, fair enough. Then we'll come down here. You've got your animal dialogue box just there. Open up this door. Obviously, you've got your drive-through option on the go through your tractor. And outside here is going to be your slurry taking out point. Then in this door here, we've got our milk taking out point as well. Now, we have got something else as well, which I do like about this. So come out here, you see those blinds there. You know, you got a bit of mesh on the go, you know, it's keeping some flies out, whatever it's doing. You come into here and into this office building. Well, I say office building, this bit of the milking parlour. Come over to this panel just there, open ventilation, press B, jobs are good. And it's going to then open up those vents. A little bit of air going through, no problem. I did think this side may open up, but I haven't found any triggers for it. So it looks like it's just going to be the one side. But that being said, that's an alright cow shed, that is. Right, next up is Lizard Personal Lighting. This is by Mantrid, 1.51 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it, well, it's under hand tools, let's face it. Now, you've got night vision goggles, flashlight, headlamp, and lantern. Now, to be fair, these three seem to work fine. This one doesn't. Now, I'll show you what I mean, right? So, I'm out in the dark. Well, it's 10 o'clock at night. I've got no hand tools. I don't own any hand tools. Right, so if we go and purchase the night vision goggles, yes, 200. Thank you very much. And we'll then go and equip them. There we are. Turn it on. Nothing. Looks exactly the same. I don't know if I'm doing anything wrong. I mean, there is a note there. It says, for nighttime horse brushers. If your horse brush light does strange things, be sure to purchase a flashlight after the lantern or night vision. You can sell the flashlight and repurchase if you already had it before getting the lantern or night vision. Alternatively, purchase the night vision goggles last to have night vision horse brushing. I haven't got any horses. I'm not brushing any of them. So, I don't know. Alright, fair enough. I mean, we've got the flashlight. We'll buy that one, yes. And the headlamp. And then also the lantern as well. So if we then go for the flashlight, we turn that on. There we are, that's alright. We then go for the headlamp, which to be fair, headlamp's pretty good. I mean, that's nice and bright. Obviously, it's going to match where your head's looking, which is right indeed. And then we've got, no, we turn it off. We then want to flick it to the lantern, which is pretty cool as well. Now, obviously, holding it like that, not bad at all. It's just, it's a strange one when it comes to the old goggles. They're not coming on. I mean, I know we purchased them first, but we're not doing any horse brushing, so alright, fair enough. Right, next up is the Husqvarna S2800. This is by Castan18, 1.05 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find them under chainsaws, even though they're axes. Alright, fair enough. So we've got the 2800 new, and then you've got the older version. Obviously, you know, a little bit more battered up, whatever. So you go and buy one, and then obviously it's in your pocket, so we need to switch through to get our chainsaw, well, that's a chainsaw, our axe. Now, I want to see if this actually does make an axing situation. Is he going to do it? No, it's going to work like a chainsaw. I'd like it if it just chopped through like an axe, but alright, fair enough. A little bit of a different way of doing things. Fair enough. Right, next up is the Grimme KS754. This is by Hispano, 3.92 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under potato technology. Now, obviously, when you're getting potatoes out the ground, if you're not using the old drivable potato harvester, you're going to need something on the front of your tractor to get the tops off. Right, fair enough. So this is what this is going to be. 65 horsepower requirement for my tractor, 3 metre working width, and a 10 mile an hour working speed with a 10 grand price tag. You have the option to change the main colour, so we'll go with a pink. You're going to be doing that bit. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be doing your rims. So if you're into potatoes, if you're doing a bit of potatoing out your field, yeah, got one of these on the go. Right, next up is the KS800MR. This is by Hispano, 5.23 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it on the sugarcane harvesters. Now, this is, if you've got a big field of sugarcane, you're going to take ages with this because it's got a 1 metre working width. Now, it is a trail behind, so, you pull the tractor, well, you pull it with a tractor, and then round the back, it has got a trailer hitch there, so you could potentially just dump it straight in. So you could have a massive trailer on the go, and you not have to keep going back to unload. But all right, fair enough. It's going to require 100 horsepower from your tractor. It's got 11 mile an hour working speed and a 45 grand price tag. You have the option of wheel setups. You got your standard, you got your wide tyres or standard. I mean, wide's looking better, looking all right on that. Then you got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. Your design colour is going to be those bits, and then your rim colour is going to be your rims. All right, fair enough. And next up is the Farmax KRG 250. This is by Hispano, 7.44 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the spaders. Now, this is going to require 190 horsepower from your tractor, 2.5 metre working width, and a 7 mile an hour working speed for 35 grand. So if you're thinking, I don't know, a little bit of something different, not many people use spaders, to be fair. Don't get that many mods of them either. So this is all right indeed. Again, for your small farming shenanigans, 2.5 metre working width. But then again, why can't small farmers have nice stuff? The only options is going to be to change your main colour. So we'll go for grey. It's going to do that bit. And then your rim colour is obviously going to be your rims. All right, fair enough. Well, next up is the Väderstad Rapid 300C 400C. This is by Matt26, 33.2 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the Cedars. Now, it's got a 3100 litre capacity, 100 horsepower requirement for your tractor, and a 3 metre working width with 11 mile an hour working speed. And that 3100 litre capacity is going to be for your seed and fertiliser. So that is going to be split between the two. But all right, fair enough. Do you have the option of fertilisation, yes or no? So you could potentially have it just the seed unit, and then obviously if you go for yes, you're going to have to split the capacity. But all right, no problem. It's going to add £1,000 to it. I suppose 2 jobs in one. 3 metre working width is not bad. Small farmer shenanigans. But if you're thinking that's a little bit too small, well, they've got the bigger one, the 400. I say the bigger one. It's a 4 metre working width. Again, same sort of thing. So you've got a 4,300 litre capacity, so you can have it split between your solid fertiliser and your seeds, or just have it on its own. But all right, fair enough. This is going to require 130 horsepower from your tractor, 11 mile an hour working speed, and 38 grand if you go for the seed only option. All right, fair enough. Next up is the Anderson Group Pro Chop 150. This is by Hispano, 4.18 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the straw blowers. Now, you're going to be able to hold 2 bales in this, 80 horsepower requirement for your tractor, and a 37 grand price tag. And this is the actual one I used to put the straw in the cow barn earlier on. So, all right, it works pretty well, I must admit. You then got your option of main colour. We'll go with that. There we are. You then got your design colour is going to be those bits, and then your rim colour is obviously going to be the rims. Yeah, all right, if you want to blow some straw into your cows or pigs, this should do you nicely. Next up is the Anderson Group M160. This is by H.J. Forson Fahrzeugbau, 7.18 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under wood transport. Now, it's got a 19 grand price tag. It's also saying 5 ton. And doesn't seem to be a winch on there, mind you, but all right, fair enough indeed. I was wondering where that 5 tons coming from. Maybe it's the old crane pulling shenanigans. You then got your options of wheel setups. You got those ones. You then got those ones. So different tyre treads. So you go whichever one you want. Chainsaw holder, yes or no. So it can be somewhere for you to store your chainsaw. Main colour is obviously going to be, wow, that's I mean, I haven't got the unlimited colour mod turned on, so that's plenty of options there as standard, so not bad at all. And then obviously your rim colour is your rim colour. Fair enough. Right, next up is the MAN TGE TSF-W. This is by T3 Muck Modding, 29.21 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under cars. Now, obviously, it's a fire wagon, fire truck, fire van, whatever you want to call it. Jobs are good. Now, we do have a couple of different options, but we've got 163 horsepower engine, 93 mile an hour top speed. It's got a 1,000-litre water tank on that, and I'll come back to that in a minute. Now, you do have the option of the foiling, so the labels, stickers, whatever you want to call it, down the side. So you got the first one there. We then got that one. We then got that one, which actually loses the rear foiling option. And then we've got that one again, which I believe is the first one. All right, fair enough. Wheel setups, you got your road or your off-road version. You got your rim colour, silver or black. Then you got bumper on the front, so painted or plastic. You then got your reflectors, yes yellow, yes white, or nothing. Radiator grille, white or black. You then got your special signal, so you can have the rotating beacons. Yeah, we'll go with that. Or you can have a light bar as well. If you go for the one that does have the option of rear foiling, so you can have design 1, design 2, or nothing. You then got your equipment gate colour, so you've got silver or black, is going to be those bits. You then got your, it says rotten there. Now, I'd imagine by the spelling of what's on the side of this, it's going to be German, so I'm assuming that's just going to be colour. Well, we'll go with that. Anyway, does the red bits. Now, this is interesting, I must admit. So if you do LB and unfold, well, no, LB and open cover, sorry, not unfold. LB and open cover, it's going to turn your siren on, and it's a little bit loud. Yeah, that's enough of that. Alright, fair enough. Now you do LB and A unfold. This is the interesting one, because it's got that little light stack there. Right, there's no other options to raise it at the minute. You know, even if we do the front loader, well, we can twist it out like that. There we are. Okay, so if you've unfolded it like that, we then now get the option to raise it up. And for some reason, I don't know if it's my controller, every time I do either LB or RB and up on the right stick, it puts it in reverse, which is excellent. Oh dear, you do have another option on RB and raise crane arm 2, so RB and right stick up and down, which is, it's going to tilt the lights backwards and forwards. Now obviously you've got the usual, you've got your flashes on, and then if you put your actual lights on like that, jobs are good. Now, I've got to fill this up with 1,000 litres of water, and I don't know what for, because there's no other options. There's nothing else to open. I mean, we got the one thing, LB and X, turn it on. For what? I don't understand what I've turned it on for, because it doesn't open up any extra options. It is what it is. There's no mast that comes up, unless I'm missing something. Alright, maybe for your roleplay, it could be alright. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's really loud, but alright, fair enough. Next up is the F816 powered by natural gas. This is by Scandinavian Vikings mod rebuilds team. 26.89 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trucks. Now, this is an interesting one. So, it's a Volvo, obviously, the old F816, but you're going to be using, what's it, CNG? That's got to be methane, isn't it? Alright, fair enough indeed. Now, 600 horsepower engine, a 55 mile an hour top speed, and a 145 grand price tag. If you don't go for the optional extras, we'll take those off. So that's the standard one. There we are. So this is your base version just there. So we can change that. We can go for the Globetrotter XL, or you can go for the Sleeper. You then got your engine set up, so 600 horsepower, 700 horsepower, 780, and then back to your 600, 780. Go for the biggest one, obviously. You then got your 4x2, your 6x4, your 8x4 tag, your 8x4 push, and then back to the original 4x2. Aero parts, we've got design 1, design 2, and then yes. I'm not quite sure what the yes does, mind you. It sort of like seems to be changing, well, flicking the grill anyway. I mean, is it down the side? Alright, we'll carry on. Oh, it's got nothing. I'll go with that one. Fine up. You then got your front guards. You've got none. We've got design 1, design 2, number 3, and then nothing again. Safety frame, we've got number 1, number 2, and then number 3, and then nothing again. Then you got your mud flaps. So you got Volvo, so that's going to be your standard ones on there. And you got no branding, warning signs, or back to your Volvo ones. Mirrors, so we've got none. I mean, it has got mirrors on it. I mean, look at it. You can see them there poking outside. It'd be illegal to be going down the road without them. But you got design 1, which is going to be putting the mirror on the front. Then you got design 2, which is going to be still on the front. Is it a different one? Oh no, number 1 is one on the side and at the front. All right, fair enough. So number 2 is just at the front. Number 3 is just at the side, and then obviously back to nothing. Front mounting, yes or no? Puts the old headlamp guards on. All right, no problem. Hexagon decals, yes or no? Oh, they look all right, actually. I like them. Attachers, so you got your semi-truck, you then got your pintle hitch, so that's a trailer hitch at the back. Your pin hitch, sorry. You then got a ball hitch, and then back to the standard trailer. You then got your main colour, which is going to be obviously them. Oh, look at the state of that. Oh, chrome Volvo every day of the week. You got your grille colour, which is gonna. Do you know what? Let's do something so it stands out. There we are. That's gonna be doing those bits. Your design colour again. We'll go with the black bits. It's yeah. What? That didn't really seem to do anything. All right, we'll leave them as black anyway. But all right, we'll carry on. Rim colour is obviously going to be your rims, and then that's your options. Right, next up is the ZETOR 627745. This is by Smetty, 17.2 megabyte on the download. I'm going to find it on the small tractors. Now, this has got a 59 horsepower engine, 19 mile an hour top speed, and a low price of 10 grand. That is not bad for a small tractor. Oh, you then got your engine setups of 59 horsepower, then goes up to 66 horsepower, then up to 73, then up to 81 with the old turbo. I'll go with the turbo. 81 horsepower. That's going to be ripping down the road. No, it's not. It's going to be slow, but it is what it is. You then got Trelleborg, Continental, Väderstad, and then Trelleborg tyres again. Then you got some usual shenanigans on the go. You got some weights. Got rear twins if you want to go. All right. And no twins all round. But all right, fair enough. Mud guards. So you got number 1, number 2, round the back. They are. So number 1 is nothing. You then got number 2. Then you got number 3. And then back to number 1. Front fenders, we've got number 1, number 2, and then none, and then back to number 1. The hood, so we've got number 1, number 2, number 3, and then back to number 1. Series, so we've got 2 UR1, 92 UR1, and then 2 UR1s. Just changing, what's it, the grills, I suppose, the lights on the roof. Okay, fair enough. Cabin, so we've got that one, got that one. I got that one. That's the original one, isn't it? So we've got the 62 and the 72. Right, fair enough. Exhaust, number 1, number 2, and then back to number 1. Design again, it's got number 1. So no, that's the standard version. That doesn't seem to be doing a lot. I mean, it's sort of changing the frame, potentially. Oh, is it doing the logos on the side? It is. Oh, the second one. The second one's a white logo on a white roof. That's not great. There you are. So ZETOR there, then puts a different logo on, and then a different one again, and then nothing. So number 1, that is wow. That's blended in quite well. Then you got beacon, so you got yes or no. So on the left or nothing. Then you got attaches. So you got your standard 140 kilo front weight, 350, 3-point, and then back to nothing. Front loader attaches. So you can have a quickie, a hour, or nothing. Then you've got your main colour, which is obviously going to be your main colour. It's going to do those bits. Your design colour, go for red. It's going to do the roof. That's better. Now we can see the old logo. Right, need to change the colour of the roof. Then you've got your rim colour, which is obviously going to be your rims. And next up is the John Deere 6300. This is by Slight Chess Modding, 19.28 megabyte on the download. I'm going to find it under small tractors. Now, it's got 103 horsepower engine, 23 mile an hour top speed, and a 25 grand price tag if you go for the open-aired one. I was saying that, they're all going to cost you more. What's going on with that? We'll come back out, go back in. Right, so the standard one's a closed cabin. It's going to cost you £1 grand extra, but all the others are extra anyway. Right, okay, fair enough. So you can have a closed cabin without plastic. You can then have a BR open cabin, which is still 500 extra. They don't give you any option to have it that's not going to cost you anything. I mean, we got that there for 450, and then we're back to the grand again. But all right, why? Why? If that's the cheapest one, just say it costs 24,450 or 25,450. Yeah, just saying. Right, we'll carry on. We'll then go. No, we won't put the roof back on. There we are. So engine setup. So 103 horsepower engine, then go to 135, and then back to 103. Then you got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Väderstad, Lizard, and then Trelleborg again. Although there's Lizard ones, they're looking all right, looking chunky on the back. And to be fair, looks like it makes it a four-wheel drive tractor as well. Because the old Trelleborg ones is a two-wheel drive. I wonder if it changes anything. Oh, there we are. So flick it through, and you can get a four-wheel drive in the Trelleborg as well, which is all right. Hood model. So we've got standard, USA. All right, it's just changing the design. Fair enough. EU version, and then back to your standard version. All right, fenders. You've got plastic fender. All right, where's the fenders? Around the back. Let's have a little look. You've got standard. Got plastic. Oh, inside. So if you go for that, it's just open metal. Right, okay. So you got plastic versions, John Deere colour. Then you got plastic and John Deere colour. USA version, which is no fenders whatsoever. USA in black colour. USA in John Deere colour. USA in John Deere colour again. And then back to your EU fenders. You basically get the idea. I mean, different colour options with the different style of plastic or metal fenders. All right, fair enough. Sticker. So we've got old version or new version down the front. You then got front weight. So you've got standard 60 kilo front weight, 160, 240, 320, 400, 480, 560, 640, and then back to the original. You then got your cabin glass. So you got your standard, your green standard, your medium, your dark, and then your extreme. Let's face it, that looks like you're not going to be able to see out of it at all. It's like it's been painted. And then back to the original. Then you got your exhaust materials. You got your standard, your metal, chrome, rusty, and then back to standard. Then you got your hood grille colour. You got green or black. You can do those side bits. Then you got your internal materials. So number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and back to number 1. Number 4 is looking all right. Blacked out inside, very nice. Details inside, so number 1, number 2. Saying that, what's that actually changed inside? The colour of the pedal. Going from orange to red to black to yellow. I suppose it's doing the tops of the levers as well, but all right, fair enough. You then do your beacon lights. You've got no. We've got number 1, number 2, number 3, and then nothing. Your ladder, yes or no. All right, is it that side? Is that even a door? All right, fair enough. Attaches, so you got your standard, you got your mobile rear hitch. So that's your standard version. Mobile rear hitch, and your standard again. But all right, front loader attacher. So you got no, you got quickie, and quickie again, Hauer, and then Hauer again, and then no. Then that's your options. Next up is the John Deere 6030 Premium 4-cylinder series. This is by DB Modding, 35.82 megabyte in the download, and you're going to find it under small tractors. Now, this has got a 100 horsepower engine, 31 mile an hour top speed, and a 70 gram price tag. But you can change a few things. So we can go from 100 horsepower with a 40 kilometer an hour top speed, and then a 50 kilometer an hour top speed, then go 110 horsepower at 40, and then 50, and then we'll go 120 at 40 and 50. And then we'll go 135 at 40 and 50, and then back to the original. So the top speed one is going to be 135 horsepower with 50 kilometer an hour top speed. You then got your Trelleborg, Mitas, Michelin, Nokian, Continental, Väderstad, then back to Trelleborg again. We've got twins all round. That's looking all right. Extra lights. So we've got yes or no. And we put those just on the old door hinges. Then you've got designs. You've got stand. You've got left beacon light. Then you got right beacon light, you got 2, and then back to the original. Attachers on the front, so 60 kilo, 360 kilo, 560, 760, 1010, front hydraulics, which is probably going to be the popular one, and then back to your 60 kilo. I mean, yeah, with a 3-point on the front, you can put a weight on it. Yeah, I'm just saying. And then if you don't want to use it, you can go use the PTO on something else. All right, fair enough. PTO, Starfire 6000 receiver, yes or no? We're putting that on the roof. Front loader attachers, you got quickie, we got Hauer, and then nothing. And then you got your front fenders, yes or no? Right, next up is the new Holland Serie L. This is by Sevi Modding and AM Modding. 22.53 megabyte on the download. And you're going to find it under small tractors. Now, it's got a 60 horsepower engine, 26 mile an hour top speed, and a 36,400 price tag. If you do, why? It's 100 extra for no beacons, right? But that's the cheapest version. It's a 36,500 is the base version. We'll leave it at that. So front weight, so we've got yes or no. All right, fair enough. Then you've got engine set up, so 60 horsepower, then goes 65, 75, 85, 95, and then back to 60. So your L95 Fiat Agri is your top spec version. Then you've got your Trelleborg, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, BKT, then back to Trelleborg again. We've got wide tyres. Oh, they're looking all right, I must admit. Beacons, so we've got no, we've got centre, we've got left, we've got right, we then got both, and then nothing. Fenders, you've got yes or no on the front. Exhaust pipes, you've got normal, we've got a flap. Oh, you got like a flapper. Oh, good flapper exhaust, that's ace. Chrome version, and then back to normal. I'd go with the flapper, always. Black grill, you've got no or yes, can be doing that bit. Then you've got front loader attachers, you've got your quickie, your Hauer, and then nothing. Then you got your main colour, which is where basically you're going to be changing it up. Now, obviously, New Holland is normally in a blue. Yeah, I think what everyone relates to New Holland with. But all right, fair enough. So next up is the map South Rice. This is by Thionis FS, Holtz FS, and Jonas Cavallo. 225.03 megabyte on the download. And it says, welcome to the map of South Rice, based in south of Brazil. Right, fair enough. Now, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be using 1,369 slots. And also, if you come on, well, not also come on New Farmer, if you come on any game mode, there is 3 required mods. So just bear that in mind. But if you're coming on New Farmer, and you're going to be owning a bit of land, which is up here. So we've got, farmland area number 2, which is going to be your farm. You then got area number 3, and then area number 9 over there. And this is your map. There's it's a giant lake, about a quarter of the side of the map. I mean, you got that big field. That field looks quite massive. That would be probably really good on the hills of the river, but on the hills of the lake anyway. That's all right indeed. Now, there is some new crops. Yeah, so if we go, now we want to go into the map, there we are. So if we go over to crop type, we've got down the bottom is going to be the new one. So that's going to be your ryegrass and your black bean. Now the ryegrass gets planted with a seeder, the black bean gets planted with a planter, and they both get harvested with a standard harvester header. No problem. Right, so your start farm up on this little patch of land up here. So we come up here, out before we go in here, the driveway in is flooded. Oh, I like that. Just to come through here. There's your main drive-through down. That is all right. And you've also got these little fence ways. You've got the drive-through that goes there, but obviously you can't go in. You just come to the side of the fence, open the door. There we are. And away you go. I mean, I don't own those 2 fields, mind you, but I just thought that's ace. That is. I like that. So we'll come over here. This is going to be your start farm. So you've got your wardrobe trigger and your sleep trigger by your old caravan. We'll come around here and we've got a little bit of storage. There's some equipment. We've got a bit more storage around here. There's your harvester. Come around here, we've got a little bit of a jet wash, keeping your vehicles clean after you've been out in the field. Then come across to this, which is interesting. I suppose it's like a little mini, but it's a jet wash there. So we've got the jet wash over there. It's a wash station. So you could, I want to put it back. Come on, there we are. You could wash the vehicle over there with that one. You got a dedicated wash bay. And put my teeth in right there. We'll come over here and we've got our silo. So load in and load out just there. And then around here, there's going to be a little bit more storage as well. Now that looks like a diesel tank. But there's no triggers. All right, maybe it's just for decoration. All right, fair enough. And then that's your start farm, which is nice and simple. Now, if you are obviously noticed a few things as we've been walking around, we've got some start equipment on New Farmer. So what do we start with? Well, we've got the Albert Universal Bucket, the Class Evian 450, the Class Vario 620, the FarmTech EDK 650, the Fendt 314 Vario, the Great Plains Solid Stand 1500, the International Series 200, the John Deere 980, the Karcher HDS 918 4M, the Lizard Dragon, the Massey Ferguson MF7S 155, the Quickie Big Bag Lifter Single, and the Quickie Q7M. Now, the map itself is not that bad, to be fair. I mean, I know like a big portion of it is taken up by that lake, but you have got these waterways, troughs, whatever you want to call it, ditches. I got water in, so maybe not AI friendly. They're going to end up in a drink. But you have got a little bit of potentially some forestry on the go. But yeah, it's very picturesque. I must admit. I mean, over here, right by the lake, I think it's ace. This little pontoon. I think that's really good. You can come out there, you know, just chill out for a bit, looking out over the lake. All right, fair enough. And the last one for the day is the map Mecklenburg Lake District. This is by Holden, 489.72 megabyte on the download, and it has got some required mods. 13 in particular, so unlucky for some, but you will need to have those downloaded for you to use the map. Now, if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be using 1,734 slots, and if you're coming on New Farmer, you're going to be owning a bit of land, and in particular, you're going to be owning Area 57, which is going to be that bit. You're then also going to own Area 42, which is going to be that bit, and then Field 15 and Field 11. Right, no problem. Now, there is something strange about this map. So over here, you might think, oh, that's some big areas. That's a big piece of land with a lot of different field numbers on. But it doesn't play out actually on the map that way. So just bear that in mind when you're looking at that. And we'll take a little flyover. Right, where are we? We're want to go over to the east. No, the west of the map. And you'll see here that it's broken up into lots of little different patches. I put my teeth in. So that's what you're actually buying. But if you go into them, they're not exactly cheap. 1.1 million. And then that one's 1.1. You know, that one's 1.2. So you're going to be spending a lot of cash anyway. But all right, fair enough. Now, we have got some new crops to this map. So we have got hummus active. We then got mustard, silage maize, rye, triticale, spelt, vet rye, green rye, and field grass. So that's something else for you to be getting your teeth into. Now, obviously, the start farm itself is right more or less in the middle of the map. So we'll come over the road. We're going to go open up this gate like that. There we are. We're going to spin it around to the right. Got a few neighbours. I mean, to be fair, I suppose it's a fence house, all right. It looks like there you could just easily drive down the side, but it's all right. It's got a fence there. We're all good. We're all good. We'll carry on. So we're going to go over here. Now we got this little. Well, I suppose it's like a weighbridge, potentially that sort of thing. We've got a jet wash, so you could have. Oh no, it's a wash station, isn't it? This is one of the required mods. You got your wash station, wash off your vehicle, no problem. That's all right. And we'll come around here. There's a bit of space. Potentially for some expansion if you wanted to. I reckon you could bang a couple of greenhouses down there, no problem. Come over here and we've got some bi-innable silos. So this one's going to be for your liquid fertilizer, and then this one is going to be, we'll click on that, it's going to be for your herbicide. We'll come around here, you got your silo, so load in and load out just there for you. Around here it's going to be your diesel tank. So how much is this going to hold? That's going to hold 25,000 litres. We'll come around here and we've got a bit of storage in the sheds. Obviously there's some equipment knocking around in there. I'm going to spin it back round here. We've got some more storage facilities behind these doors here. There we are, a bit more equipment on the go. And obviously we've got this little, I say little, it's a shed. At the end of the day, behind there is nothing. Just a bit of racking, fair enough. That being said, there's no sleep trigger here. Alright then. Now, I haven't had a little look at the map again. There isn't actually a sleep trigger on the map when you come on here from the start. So you will need to place one down, but that shouldn't be that much of a problem because there's plenty of mods knocking around, so jobs are good. And the equipment we start with on new farmer is going to be the Agromas POV 5XL, the Amazon ZA TS3200, the Class Evian 450, the Class Vario 620, the Karcher HDS 918 4M, the Lemkin Smaragd 9500K, the Massey Ferguson MF7S210, the Nardi N40BX, the Rudolph DK280RP, the Rudolph TDK301RP, the Ten Winkle Pack 1000, and the Unia Phoenix 3003. Now, obviously, this map is based in the heart of northeast Germany, and I'm not quite sure what's German about it, to be fair. It looks like a nice map, don't get me wrong, a little bit of rolling hills. There's a few trees for you to be chopping down. I mean, the fields are not AI friendly. Well, to be fair, if you're like me, I don't like using workers if I can get away with it, so that suits me fine, no problem. Now, there is 2 other start farms, potentially, if you used to come on Farm Manager, start from scratch. One with some cows, one with some pigs. Obviously, you pick whichever one takes your fancy, but alright, fair enough. Now, a few updates as well. We've got the map Hermanhausen by Beamer. Now, you do need a new save on that one. We've also got the Fiat X70 series by SMI Modding Team and the Mar Ag Coop Rapid Pro by SMI Modding Team.